Hey people, welcome to my channel. My name is Larissa and today I'm gonna take you through my backyard makeover. Now you better grab your coffee, sit tight, because this is how my backyard was looking before. And I don't know about you, but when I first thought about getting a house, I thought my backyard was gonna be like a dreamy backyard. This, that, or maybe this. But no, honey, no. My backyard was looking rough. It's been through it and it needed immediate attention. Because girl, something ain't right here. Now let me warn you, it is far from done, but it's looking way better than when we started. So I guess this is gonna be a part one of I don't even know how many parts because it's not done yet. So let's start by the first thing that we did. We first built a bigger deck, which despite looking like it was super simple and quick, it was a ton of work, and we did this back in 2020, I think. We were planning on just making that extension, but then the original one was a little saggy and it just wasn't working. So a year later, I think it was a year, you're gonna have to give me the, how is it that they say that there is like a artistic forgiveness or something like that? I don't know, in Brazil they say that because I don't remember the dates.
Cuando es expand the deck and make a brisket day. Oh yeah.
But like a year later, we decided to just redo the old one. So we did that. Now, on my dining room, there was only like two mini tiny windows. We didn't like that. We wanted easy access flow, like outside, inside, indoor, outdoor, all together, because we barbecue a lot. And on that new deck is where we have our barbecue. So we wanted that easy flow. So we built the bigger deck. We opened that door, which wasn't a door before, but now it is. And then we moved to the fence. This fence was nasty. Let me tell you, it was nasty. It needed some help. So we started by using this product here. And let me tell you, this thing like removed all that gunk or whatever it is that wasn't that fence. Today we're gonna get started on staining the fence. We just power washed a couple days ago. I haven't even started yet and I'm sweating, so I don't know what's gonna be of me after I finish this. Also, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I have used the small spray machine thing before, but this big one, I've used it but never set it up before, and I'm setting it up today, so it's gonna work. It's gonna work out. Even if it doesn't, I'm gonna post it so you know what not to do. Okay, so here's what I'm going to use. The machine itself and the attachments. Don't know if I'm gonna need it, but I got it. Got this brush because I heard after you spray, you come with that, which I'm gonna be doing alone, so let's see how that goes. And 2 buckets. Almost forgot, I also have the respirator and goggles. So here's how it's looking right now. It's actually pretty good for how it was. You saw it, it looked like an abandoned house, and now it's a little more alive. I don't know, but it's still not done. So we're gonna go and get to stain this. I'm gonna start on this part since I am alone right now, because whenever I get to my neighbor's part, I want like put something so I don't spray their plants or anything like that. Okay, are you ready? Good, because I'm not. So let's test it out on this here first. Oh my god! Oh, that's gonna be so fast. Oh my god, I'm scared. To no one's surprise, we went with black. Can you blame me? Like, it hides. It basically hides the little fence. And then It was time to address the elephant in the backyard. This middle thing. What is this? What is this? It's too short for someone to stand under. It's too uncomfortable for someone to sit under. It's too narrow to put anything inside. What is this? Like, seriously, if you know what that was, let me know down here, because right now I don't know, and it has to go. It has to go. So we did remove it, but we're gonna come back to this later because we have more important things to take care of. I don't know if you know, but a freaking tree fell on top of my garage. Like, it wasn't the prettiest garage to start with, but like, the poor thing did not deserve that. It got smashed. So we had to remove that and build a new one. Now, obviously, we weren't gonna build a new one the same size because it just really wasn't it. It didn't fit the car. So we built a bigger one. And in the process, I even became a professional on this slab thing. No lo destrocé. Hey, eso sí, mira qué profesional salió. Just kidding, I just did the finishing touches on the back of the garage. Which, by the way, it was so much fun. And since we were already like dealing with all the concrete thing and everything, we said, why not make that little thing on the middle just larger? It had like a slab there, but it was like tiny. We were like, what can we use this for? So we just came up with the solution of making it larger with whatever concrete we had left from the garage slab. Since we're talking about concrete, we had those tiles on this other side of the deck, like right under the deck. We had like some weird tiles, and water would just puddle in there. It was nasty. It was mud everywhere. So we wanted to find a solution so that the water, instead of puddling, so that the water, instead of puddling there, would go right down. And since we were dealing with concrete, we were like, let's remove those little pavers, stone things, and just to put like concrete. So we did that. Now we were like, we got tons of stones now that we don't know what to do with. Just kidding, I knew what to do since the beginning. We made this little area, all concrete. Then we want to connect that one to this one, making like a little pathway. We just kind of tested out if we wanted 2 or 3, you know. So we got to work, which, by the way, might seem super easy and fast on video. Believe me, I thought so too, but it's not. First of all, removing grass is a pain. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure there is an easier way to do this, but that's how we did it. We just removed all this grass. And then we noticed that the other side, the grass was dead because we left the test drive way too long. After we were done removing all the grass, we put the weed barrier fabric thing, and then we started placing the pavers to see how we wanted it to be. Then we added the little no dig edge thing. Once we had it pretty much how we wanted it, we power washed it. You might notice that those stones are a little bit different than the ones that we had by the deck. So this is how those pavers used to look. So what I'm doing is I'm turning them upside down. After we power washed this, it took the whole night to dry. So it was only on the next day that I could start staining it. Which, did you know you can stain concrete? I didn't. Anyways, I mean, it should be common sense, but for some reason I never thought of it. But anyways. Once the stain was dry, it was time to put the stone. Now listen, when you don't like something since the beginning, listen to your taste bugs, because even though this was bugging the hell out of me, I didn't listen and I had to redo the whole thing. I put the rocks, all happy, and they were a little dark, but I was like, they're just dirty. Once I wash them, they're gonna be perfect. Well, I washed them and they were still dark, like a dark brown, I don't know. I did not like that. And I tried. I was like, let me sleep on it while I help Javi with the stairs. Which, tell me why this man never records anything. He was doing this while I was with the pathway, which this here I recorded while I went to grab something, I don't know. But we don't have much on these stairs. But I'm gonna put whatever I find here of how he made these stairs. When I tell you, I don't know why we started dancing out of the nothing, but apparently we did. I'm just now finding it out, watching the video. But anyway, Chanel was done with this. Anyways, the main idea here was to make sure that we could access the stairs from the slab part, but also from the garage. The tricky part here was that we had very little space between the garage and the house, so making a stair work for both of them was a little bit challenging. There probably is better ways, but this is the one that we came up with, and it's been working really well, to be honest. Anyways, back to the pathway. Girl, I slept on it, I danced on it, I drank on it, I did everything on it. And I still didn't like it. So obviously, just like any sane person would do, I removed everything. I used a little gardening shovel little thing, and I removed everything. However, I wasn't gonna let this ugly stone go to waste. So behind the garage, there was a little part that they removed way too much of the grass soil to make the slab. So I thought instead of just replacing the grass there, I would make a little fireplace kind of area because I still had a ton of pavers left. So before I put anything, I threw those ugly rocks under, as a filler, and nobody's gonna see. We are not gonna remember this. We are never gonna talk about this mistake ever again because we are not gonna remember it because it's under. We did the same thing that we did for the little pathway behind the garage. With this shot here, you might be asking, what about drainage? That thing is sloping down. But the people who built the garage actually put drainage because on the back of the garage, we have a little patio area. So they did the whole thing. Now, I did not film everything that they did because, I don't know, like filming people working, I don't know. I will eventually show you the part of the garage, but it's very little because I didn't want to be filming like everybody working. So let's go. Got a lot to carry. I then got the right rock, which I should have gotten since the beginning. This is beauty.
Okay, this is gonna hurt you. That is only half the load. You have to go back.
What?
I bought a whole pallet, and that is half, a little more than half, but
It didn't fit?
Let's go, let's go.
It didn't fit?
No, no cabe. No, bueno, cabía, pero...
Pero si Dios lo hizo,
pucutum.
cabe.
No, pero mata la guagua. Chacho, la bajó hasta abajo.
Now it's time for the truth. You can kind of see the color that it was and the color that it is. You cannot tell me that this is not 100% better. And if you don't think so, I'm gonna have to check your taste buds. I just cleaned the fountain a little bit. I didn't give a deep clean because everything is still pretty much very messy. But it's something, it's something. Look at her go. Oh my god, I love it. Whew, that was some work. We have this kid, I don't know, playground thing. We don't have kids. I have a dog, and she doesn't quite like to climb up there. So I thought of a way that we can use it, and it was moving it from its previous place to the fire pit area, and we're gonna put like 2 hanging egg chair kind of thing eventually. For now, we just stained it with the same stain that we used on the fence. After that was done, it was time to build the garage, which obviously it wasn't us. But here's some clips that I filmed while it was happening. And then bonus thing, remember that the tree fell in my garage. So we have a ton of wood from that tree, but don't you worry, because we're gonna use them. We use the fire pit all the time, and we are burning that tree down little by little. It's been probably almost 2 years, and we still have a lot to go through. But you know, instead of buying the wood, we now are using the one that fell on top of our garage. I guess that's good enough, right? I know it's not done yet, but the next thing we did was add lighting. It was gonna be the last thing, but I don't even know when I'm gonna finish this. And we needed vibes out there. We're testing out to see kind of the route that we want to take. I got those Govee lights. They're permanent exterior lights, so you can use them for Christmas, for any holiday, because you can set up any color that you want, any way that you want. I did a collab with them, but on TikTok it's not for YouTube, so this video has nothing to do with that collab. I am showing this part because it does make a huge difference. So I can't post about the backyard without mentioning the lighting. Besides those Govee lights, I also added some solar lights on the fence, on the pathway, and also on the deck. And I just think this took it to the next level. Okay, but now I think we can take a break, right? Because I need to do more stuff so I can show you on the next part. But you don't want to miss part 2, because we are gonna be addressing this situation right here. I'm thinking we do a little mini golf thing here, and we are also addressing all this wood that is just destroying the whole backyard vibe. And with that, I'm gonna leave you with the before and during. Not after yet, but almost. before you leave, let me know the pace of this makeover. I think sometimes I go too fast, but I don't know. Is it too fast, too slow, just right? Let me know in the comments so I can adjust for the next one. And if you did like this video, make sure to give this a thumbs up and watch this video next. You might like it.